Well, my loves, is Knowledge Butterfly. As always, sending you guys out peace, blessings, love, and abundance on this Saturday. Just chilling out here, and I hadn't done a video in a little bit, so I felt the need to do one. I actually want to start something a little new, and I'm going to mentally, you know, uh, encourage myself to keep on doing it, because I have a tendency, my Sagittarius has a tendency to start something, be excited about starting something new, and then be like, okay, now I'm over it. But the something new I want to do is, giving you guys an affirmation of the day, or really an affirmation, because even though it's an affirmation of the day, with affirmations, in order for them to be powerful and to work, they have to be done repetitiously. So the repetition is the key. So the affirmation that I started doing for myself last Monday was, I love and accept myself for who I am. And I actually got that idea from a book. I will, right now it's not coming to mind the name of the book, but it's by Louise Hay. Oh, Your Life. Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. It's a really, really good book. I read it in 2 days, and not 2 full days. It's really, really good, so you guys should check that out. You actually can get it for free on the site that I go to called archive.org. I will put that in the description box so you guys can get the link for the book too, so you can read it. But it's really, really good. It has a lot of beautiful affirmations. The way she did it was really good, because she had an affirmation after each chapter. So whenever you finish a chapter, you got a new affirmation. So yeah, I loved it. And I will be reading it again. So again, the affirmation of the day, which I started doing it last Monday. And I know that everybody has their own idea of how many days it takes for you to break a habit or really start a habit. Some people say 21 days, some people say 29 days, some people say 30 days. What I say is, you do it for as long as it takes for it to click. And the reason why I wanted to do, and I felt the need to do, I love and accept myself for who I am, is because this is the month of Cancer. So this is the month of the mother. This is the month of the nurturer. You know what I'm saying? Of that nurturing energy that only you can get from your mother. And so this is the month for you to really be doing a lot of self-love and a lot of self-care, which is what I've been doing. That's what I've been dealing with. So I love and accept myself for who I am, y'all. So let's get it going. Now this video actually is about the spiritual or the conscious underground railroad. And so it's really not a video for me to be dropping a whole bunch of knowledge or information, but it's more for me to send out love and respect, manners and respect to people. This is my organite pyramid. I was about to move it because I have some notes right here with some names, but I got this from Amazon. It's really dope. As you can see, it on each of the 4 sides, it has a tree of life on there. The tree of life. We are the tree of life. And then it also has the different colors of the chakras. I actually use this to, put over different parts of my body, mainly to put down the middle where my endocrine system lies, all my glands, the endocrine glands lie. And that's also where your chakras are, because your chakras are actually the physical organs in the densest sense of it. Everything, including this body, everything has different layers. This is the densest part, what you see, but that's me getting into something a whole nother video. But so yeah, that's what I love. I'm an organite. But anywho's yeah, so the spiritual or the conscious underground railroad. And so I just want to send out some love and respect to the people who were in the true underground railroad before there was a YouTube, before there was this whole online consciousness type of thing going on. And big up the online consciousness, because if it wasn't for the online consciousness, we wouldn't be able to connect with some of these people who were doing this thing before there was internet, being what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, much manners and respect. And some of these people actually might have started and got their start before the internet time, but they are utilizing it now to connect the collective consciousness together. All right. So I want to first start off with Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, wow. I was actually watching a video, and I'm going to finish watching the video of him, where he was talking about the goddess energy coming back, the divine feminine coming back. He called it the goddess energy. And it really clicked. Shout out to Woke Media, because he's the one that posted this. It's a 5-hour video, and we all know that Bobby Hemmett and Brother Panic are those old school types who actually would do lectures for 8 hours or more, who basically giving you a whole, like, what people call work. They were putting that work in for real, that real work, that spiritual work in, and helping to educate a lot of the conscious community. So shout out Bobby Hemmett, because he definitely he was very prophetic, and he set a lot of things in motion just because he served his sole purpose. A lot of people want him to come back and stuff, but to be honest, what do y'all expect for him to do? I feel like he gave us so much, and because of the internet, YouTube, and all those types of tools that we have, we are able to see this man when he was at his beginning stages, to his middle stages, to when he was winding down. We're able to see pretty much his whole, spiritual career play out in front of our eyes on YouTube, because there's so many YouTube videos. So, it might not have been something that he ever expected or he wanted, but remember, when we start to walk our soul purpose, things that we never even thought of happening, the spirit world will bring it into fruition, because it is something that's needed in order to continue to grow the seed that he had planted. So he planted a seed and watered that seed, so now to what you see now. All right. So shout out and much love to Bobby Hemmett. I send him nothing but love and energy. He is a beautiful ancestor that served this purpose for us, and I want to give people their roses while they're here. I know some of the people I'm going to name are not here, but I didn't find out about them until they had already transitioned. So that's when I came in, to consciousness, or came online, I should say. Bro C. Freeman L. He was actually in Atlanta, Georgia. Bobby Hemmett as well lives here in Atlanta, Georgia, but C. Freeman L. also Atlanta, Georgia, and he was a Moorish Grandmaster. He was one of the ones who taught Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, I saw him in one of C. Freeman L's videos, sitting in the audience, like just taking in that knowledge. Like he was just so, focused on, the information that C. Freeman L was dropping at the time, because the video was about Popeye the Sailor Man, and C. Freeman L was saying that it was actually Popeye the Sailor Moor. And it was just awesome how he put those pieces together. Beautiful man, and beautiful spirit, beautiful energy, beautiful soul. And I give thanks for all of the information that he left, so that, that's the legacy. That's that spiritual wealth that these people are leaving behind. This is the legacy that they left behind. Dr. Delbert Blair, he was the first one I think I connected to. And he had literally just transitioned the year that I came online. He had literally just transitioned the beginning of that year. So that was 2016. So big up and shout out to him as well. Because he actually made me understand a lot about the divine feminine energy. He talked a lot about the black woman, and the black woman is God. So big him up. Brother Panic, of course, is still doing his thing. I watched many hours of him, and him and Bobby Hemmett dropped a lot of books for us to get into, so definitely shout him out and big him up. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she's one of the females that was very active during that time, so definitely shout her out. She talked a lot about the dynamics of the so-called black people and the so-called white people, so you have an understanding of where a lot of that anger comes from when it comes to the white population, and understanding that that's in the DNA. You know what I'm saying? So in order for you to change something, you have to transmute it. You have to do the alchemy, so that you are no longer carrying the sins of your father. You know what I'm saying? In your DNA. so you're not repeating the same karmic pattern. Dr. Alim El Bay, I got into Dr. Alim El Bay last year, and he is a very knowledgeable metaphysician, just like Brother Panic. Anything occult, Brother Panic is he's that nigga. Anything that is on the holistic, like holistic mind, body, soul, I'm gonna get with Dr. Alim El Bay, because he teaches you, you know, all about how the body works and how the body is connected to the stars, and really how really the stars are connected to the body. Because, you know, if you ask which one came first, you know, all is out of your consciousness. So, you know, having an understanding of how your consciousness is connected to the moon, the stars, and the sun, and how really all of that was created from our own consciousness as a melanated people. So that's powerful information. But also he teaches about the earth ancestry as well, and how we've been here for millions of billions of years, and all of that. So get into Dr. Alim El Bay. He actually has a YouTube channel, as well as Brother Panic has a YouTube channel you can check out. John Henrik Clark, another powerful melanated man. He was transitioned on. However, I definitely give love and respect for him for the information he brought. Ivan Van Sertima wrote a lot of books as well, so check him out. He gave much knowledge about melanin. If you want to know anything about melanin, Ivan Van Sertima, definitely his books will get you there. Amos Wilson, another melanated man who's transitioned on, who gave a whole lot of good information about who we are, and, you know, a lot of foundational information. Chancellor Williams, I think Brother Panic has brought him up before on some of his videos, but you can check him out. Another one, like, I'm not going to get into everything that each one of these people brought. You can look them up for yourselves, but if you never heard of them, but yeah, Chancellor Williams as well. Zodiac is L. A lot of people may not know about her. I only found one video on YouTube. She actually has transitioned on as well. She's a female, so a lot of respect to the goddess. She was a Moorish woman who was a expert when it came to astrology, and, you know, everything and how it connected to the human and really your God self, and how it connected to parts of your body, the different cycles that you go through, the same cycle. I shouldn't say the same cycle as the sun, but the solar cycle of the sun is an outside projection of the solar cycle that's within us. So, because we are solar beings, we are light beings, and she did an excellent job of explaining that. And also, she was an etymologist, honey. Like, she could tell you the etymology of a word. She had this old torn up dictionary, but it was one of the oldest dictionaries you could find, so it had the true origins of a word, which is what etymology is. Marcus Garvey, you know, big up Marcus Garvey. He was more focused on the Pan-African movement and everything like that. He's was a melanated man who's transitioned on from Jamaica, but he definitely was doing more of a physical fight for the people. But he represented the physical. He was a physical symbol or representation of the spiritual side of what was happening for melanated people. You know what I'm saying?